Hi guys, welcome to Becky Tarot. My name is Becky. I'm a spiritual advisor, clairvoyant and energy reader. So this little video is just going to be on my gifts, energies, tarot. Yeah? um yeah, just to get, to make people more aware. I like to give out the input, the info and what it's like so other people can see and then make them more aware of themselves and their own gifts and power. So my gifts. I am mainly an energy reader. That's what I do. I feel energy. I can tap into energies. I can see things. So the energy side of it is literally being able to decipher and feel energies. Quite hard to explain. So you will notice if you catch, like if you watch any of my videos, when I'm doing the readings, I will give you examples because I'll be able to feel the energy, but sometimes I can't word like what the actual energy is. So I give you examples so you can decipher and understand how the energy, like what that energy is. It's just like easier for me and how I flow and work with it. So yeah, that's how I kind of feel the energies. I also channel whilst giving messages and readings. So I'm channeling. So when I channel, it's the same really. It's an energy. Well, it's in two parts, my channeling. You have the energy that I'm channeling, which is I'll be like, I did a video yesterday and I didn't know how to explain, so I just threw out all the words that were like channeling in that energy, and it was like solid foundation, structure, security, so you could kind of get an idea, because sometimes I don't know how to explain it, so I just give you the words that I'm channeling. And that's literally it, because I'm not in charge of that. It's just kind of that's what's flowing through me. So I will just throw it out there so you can kind of grasp the concept of the energy that I'm feeling and I'm trying to pinpoint and bring forward to you. So yeah, it's that side of things. And then you've got the so you've got the channeling of energy in regards to words, and this is the words. Sorry, it's quite hard to explain. You've got two sides of channeling. Channeling, which is the energy, which I'm trying to explain, but then the channeling of the words, like I said, which is the words coming forward, coming through. Like in lots of my videos, you will see me say, this is not a word I would use, because they're not. I'm channeling words that fit that energy. And it's not me. That's not my vocabulary. Like, it's not. And you will see that quite a lot, because I'll laugh because it's just so not me. Like, I'm a typical London bird, if you like, spiritual London lady. So when certain words come through, I'm like, this is not something I would say because it just doesn't fit me. So that's how, like, you can kind of see how it's just channeling, and I'm just the middle person allowing it to free flow through me. Yes, so that's another side of it. Also being able to tap in people's energies. You will see me again in my videos, like I will get emotional because it's like the energy is so strong. I'm there, I'm in it, I'm there, I'm feeling it. So I will well up, my heart will race, I will get pains because it's not mine, but I'm sitting in it. Even if we're talking about a dynamic, like if I'm doing a reading that's kind of future based, it's telling what's going to happen and someone's going to come forward and be open with their emotions, um, it can be so intense because I can feel that person's pain, and I'm like it's hard to catch my breath sometimes, and my eyes, and it's just a lot. I will say now though, the longer I kind of do my channeling and readings and that, I feel like they bring it in and they bring it out quicker. Or maybe it's me just learning how to be quicker with it. I'm not sure. But I have noticed more recently it kind of comes in, so I know what it feels like, and then it swoops out. So I'm like, oh, okay, so I don't have to sit in it too long, which has been kind of good because then I'm not in that emotion for too long. So that's quite nice. So then you have the other side, which is the more clairvoyant side, which is being able to hear and see things. So when I say I hear, it's it it's my guide telling me something. Yeah, they'll be telling me, um, like I'll be pulling cards, and they'll be like, they say, like, I'll be like, you're doing really well, you're in a glove, and I'll hear like, you're a boss ass bitch in my. It's funny because when I say I hear, it's via it's not, I don't hear them whisper it in my ear. I hear it through my third eye, and they connect with me, and I just hear what they're saying. It's telepathic, 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 telepathy. That took me a while. Telepathy. Yeah, the same as when I can do that with my energy, especially someone I'm connected to mainly. I can connect and hear kind of what they're thinking. Um, so yeah, that's the whole telepathy side of things with the clairvoyant. So yeah, they'll just say words at me, like little sentences or words. Also with the, which is very common, you'll see I hear lyrics of songs, sometimes songs that I don't even know, but I can just hear it. It's like a one sentence. They'll play that to me because that's grasping the message, that's bringing forward the message easy for me to kind of relay to the person or whoever I'm speaking to. And then I have my visions. So my visions are through the third eye. This one, I feel more these are my guides that give me the vision, because when I tap into an energy, it's tapping in and feeling the energy. You wouldn't get a vision relaying a message, whereas I get visions like giving a whole. Well, if some of you have watched some of my videos where I have really long ones, they just keep adding to it and adding to it, and it's like a whole story. And that's my guides giving me that. They're the ones that give me that, so I can kind of watch it, relay it, and then decipher it to you guys. So yeah, that's how my gifts work. It's taken me a while to get here. I do feel the longer I go, the more I understand, the more I learn, the more I grow, my soul grows, the more kind of I've managed to figure out about my gifts. I'm sure there's much more to come throughout the years that I'll probably figure out. But this is what I've figured out so far in how I use them. And it's one of those practice makes perfect for me. Like the more I've practiced, the more I work on me as well. Like the more I stay balanced, spiritual aware, work on myself, the more heightened my gifts feel. Or the easier it is just for me to see what I'm doing with my gifts and stuff. Yeah. Um, so that's kind of, I think that's everything in my gifts and what I do and how it feels for me. When I am channeling, I am placed in like a limbo energy. It's like an in between, maybe like half out this dimension, half in this dimension. So sometimes, because when I'm channeling and channeling fast, I'm just they're throwing it through me, yeah. So it's like quite quick, and I'll start speaking, and it just comes through me. Um, like if you ever watch me, what I used to have Facebook, I don't have Facebook anymore. And I used to go live on Facebook many years ago, and I'd speak really fast, and it would be like really like fast paced, like hyped energy, and I'd be like, now I'm so much more relaxed with it. And I think that was because I was more at the beginning of my deciphering my gifts. I hadn't, I was leveling up slowly. I'm not probably on the vibration. I wasn't on the vibration that I am now. Everything's a lot more speedier, but yeah, when I sit in that state to channel, I am kind of in a limbo state. So sometimes like I will forget things, forget words because I'm not fully here. Like I will have there'll be blockages. Like I'll be, giving, like before when I was on Facebook giving quick live readings, um people, I'd be talking to someone that I know quite well, but it's like the blockage because I'm in the limbo state. I wouldn't actually have acknowledged it was someone that I know in the physical. So I'm like in a limbo state. It's weird. Same as when I do readings, not fully completely all of it, but when I do my private readings, because I'm channeling, it's not really me and I'm in that limbo energy, I tend to not remember after, because I'm not fully in this dimension, and it's all being passed through me. So people that when they come back for another reading, they're like, oh my god, like you said this is going to happen. I'll be like, oh, that's so great. Yeah, I don't remember that. They're like, it happened 2 weeks later, or it happened, I didn't ever believe for 1 minute that could happen, but it did. And yeah, I'm just there like, oh wow, listen, I'm grateful it worked out for you. I just have no memory of it. Like sometimes if the message has been via a vision, I'll be like, oh yeah, I slightly remember that vision because I saw the story. But yeah, when channeling words and energy, I'll be like, oh, okay, did I say that? That's great. Because it's just not really me, if that makes sense. So that's quite common. So my advice is, if you ever have a private reading with me and you mention something and I seem a bit blasé about it, don't be offended. I literally, or if I'm ever giving you a reading or you feel like I've clicked out or I'm not quite myself, whatever, it's because I'm literally sitting in a limbo state. So things like words, like stupid things, like I might forget the word pen. I'll be like, what's that thing? Because I'm half out of this dimension. I'll be like, that thing that you use, like I might even not know how to say right. I'll be like, you on paper when you're spelling words, and someone will be like, a pen, and I'll be like, yes, because I'm not in the physical world. So that's quite common for me, which is fine. Like it doesn't matter. Yeah, so that's kind of how I work with my gifts and channeling and that and the energy read. One thing I will say is, it can, like, people are like, oh well, you must be able to kind of read all your future. No, not really, because fears get in the way. Sometimes I don't know if my intuition or my fears or my, like, one thing I can 100% is when my guides give me a vision for myself. I know that that's solid, that's going to happen. Sorry, they just said something to me. Now baby's kicking off in the car. But yeah, I'll know that that's solid, like as in, okay, so that's gonna happen because they've showed me the story. But yeah, when it comes to like thinking my intuition, but if it's something my fears are wrapped around it, sometimes I've learned now not to just, to talk myself down and go, do you know what, I surrender, whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. I'm gonna have to make this last bit quick because the baby's whinging. She's completely fine. She's in a cot. She's got a ball. She's safe. It's probably because the TV's finished. Like her little Shrek episode's probably finished. As for tarot, I will say this: everybody communicates differently in how they work with tarot. So if you're watching other readers, you can't be like, oh, that was a reversed, so that's not, why have they not read that? Everybody is different how they work with their guides or whatever they choose. Like some people work with the cards and they're more just, that's how they communicate with the cards, whereas how my beliefs and how it works, I'm with my guides and they're moving things and they're judging and I'm using the messages. But some people don't. Some people just pull cards and they don't hear things or see things. And some people that read tarot are just tarot like meaning, whereas myself and lots of other people, the tarot is the tarot that I've kind of learned along the way. But a lot of my tarot cards is just, they're not, it's not always the same kind of meaning. I just use them as a tool to channel off. Whereas some readers are just, they've learned tarot, spent lots of time learning the tarot, and each card has that set meaning, and then with another card it changes that meaning to whatever. Whereas I'm just a free flow of channeling energy, and the cards are just a bit of a tool. Yeah, so you will notice lots of readers are different, and you can't say, oh, they're wrong. It's how your communication is. Like, example being, I have another friend, she reads tarot, and her cards are just stay her cards. They're whatever. She's very protective about her cards as well. I'm so blasé. My cards are battered. Like they're my cards. They're my tool. Whatever. Like, but she's very prim and proper. Puts them all back in their boxes. Like really looks after them well. My kids and my dog have got hold of mine. But yeah, hers are all mixed up. So how they come out is how they come out, and that's kind of how she communicates with the other side. And that's fine, that's how they work. But I remember taking her, she was like, oh, pull for me, and I used her deck and I had to go through them and flip them all up because that I can't connect with my guides. That's not how we communicate with each other. Like all my cards are upright, and then if they come out reversed or on their side, that's how I take the message and that's how I work with them. That doesn't mean she's wrong. It's just how she communicates with her guides or however she sees it, whatever her beliefs are. Like I said, other people's beliefs are it's the cards, and the cards kind of have the power, which is fine. But for me, it's not. It's my guides. Like that's how I work. They're the ones pinging them out. They're the ones giving me the messages. They're the ones showing me things. Yes. So in regards to tarot, many readers are different. No one's right or wrong. Everyone has just got their own communicative style that they work with the other side or the cards. It's okay if you're watching a reading and a card comes out and the reader's giving you a message, but you feel a different message off of that card. That's absolutely fine. Go with it. The same way as if when I'm giving readings, I say to people at the beginning of my readings, I'm not God. I'm just here deciphering energy, giving you messages from my guides. if something doesn't resonate with you, don't worry about it. Like, normally it comes through later on in the future anyway, but don't worry about it. Like, I'm only a person here trying to decipher the energy. Maybe I've got it wrong. Maybe it's an energy that I've picked up off someone else. Maybe it's an energy of someone else around you. People that come back for readings regularly with me have kind of get the gist of how I roll, and they tend to be like, when I'm speaking to them and I give them the energy, they're like, oh, okay, could that be? And I'm like, yes. That, see, I was going down a different route explaining the energy, but she's like, but could that be? And then I'm like, yes, that fits. And then we decipher together. Which is why, if you're ever getting a reading, don't be so, well, certainly not with me anyway, don't be uptight and like refrain from speaking. I'm here to give you the messages and we can work it out together, you know? Like, don't be all like about it. If I'm chucking out energy and you feel like, oh, you're not sure what that is, say, I don't know what it is. And then we can work it together. Yeah? Because I have seen, I mean, this is more at the beginning. Like I said, I've heightened and I've got better now. I definitely feel like I've got tons better. But in the past, I've like more towards being, people just sat in silence staring at me. And it's very off-putting when I'm trying. I need you to tell me I'm going down the right route. Like, I need you to tell me I'm going down the right track, so I can pump more into that energy. If I'm going off route and you're just not telling me, like, I don't know where I'm going. I'm trying to bounce off the right energy, you know. So yeah, it was just a quick video to kind of explain what I do and yeah, how I work. But baby's upset, so I'm gonna go get another bottle. She's quite tired. But yeah, please like and subscribe, guys. It really helps my channel to grow and it helps our energies to connect. So more of my videos really will resonate with you. If you're interested in a private reading, info's in the box down below. In the meantime, guys, I send you so much love and light. Bye.